I'm here with head coach of the Eisenhower Cadets, Coach Dan Eyeman. Coach, here at the East-West All-Star Game. First of all, give me your impressions on this experience.
Oh, it's a great experience. It's fun to be around this caliber of an athlete and kid. I mean, not only are they great athletes, but they're good kids too. And it's fun to be on Zamora and Downing side for once instead of the other side getting beat up by them.
Coach, obviously transitioning, you know, new conference breakup pretty much. Talk about your team this year.
Well, you know what? Obviously, it's all going to start with Coley at quarterback and all things around him. We've had some losses at wide receiver during camp, and so you know we're trying to fill some kids in there. You know, and I think it's just going to be a matter of staying healthy at this point and maturing, and we should be all right.
Coach, you guys went to WSU team camp. Talk about that experience.
You know what? It was great. Their facilities are fantastic. Their coaching staff does a great job, and you know, obviously every team that goes to a team camp is going to get better when they get out of there, and we felt that way too. And like I said, we've just got to develop some depth and get some kids that'll step in and make big plays, and hopefully we found some of those guys.
Coach, Colney Castle won MVP of that camp. Can you just talk about the significance of that? I know, you know, there were a few teams there, a lot of good players, and they selected him.
Well, he's just a great football player. You know, I mean, he's an impact kid. You know, when he gets up there and starts winging it around, you know, heads turn. So, you know, it's pretty easy. You know, I think for people to see that he's a real high caliber football player.
Coach, who made that selection? Who chose the MVP?
I think the quarterback coaches and their WSU coaching staff.
How did your team perform?
You know, we performed really well. There weren't as many big schools there as we would have liked probably, but you know, that in one respect that wasn't bad because again, we're just all about getting reps and not really worrying about who you're playing. You're not winning any games in June, so it was a great experience.
Coach, last year the excitement between Ike and Davis, you know, obviously the conference has gotten a little bit smaller, but what do you see in the future for Big 9?
Well, I hope that we come back together in a few years. You know, I mean, I guess I'm a traditionalist and really like the fact that we were all together and for so many years. But, you know, I get where they're coming from, too, on travel and gates and all that kind of stuff. But I sure hope it doesn't stay this way because I like the old Big 9.
Coach, can you just give me a few thoughts on Colney Castle committing to SMU?
Well, it's a great place for him. You know, I think he looked at some other places and, you know, didn't fit with the staff, didn't fit with the system, and he really liked it down there. He liked the academic part of it, he liked the football part of it, loved the coaching staff, so it's all good for him there.
All right, Coach Dan Eyeman, thank you for taking the time, Coach.